you guys, welcome back to another video. If you are new, thank you so much for clicking on. My name is Taila. I am about to head into my third year of my Bachelor of Science at the University of Melbourne. Today is Tuesday, so I have just under a week before semester starts, and I need to get everything together for a new semester, especially going into my third year and going back onto campus. I'm feeling a little, not nervous, but it's just a bit different to the past 2 years that I have had at uni. So I wanted to kind of just make like a casual vlog style video showing you guys how I'm preparing for a new semester. Hopefully there are some little tips and organization ideas for you guys to stay on top of everything this semester. I 100% think that having everything prepared and planned to start with helps you so much in the long run. A semester is a long time. It is 3 months, and it is so easy to get kind of out of whack. You kind of might get to like week 5 or 6 and feel really behind, feel like you don't know what's coming up. So having everything set in place at the start of the semester makes it much easier when you do get to those points of stress and feeling a little bit out of whack. It's also just good to start off the semester kind of knowing what you're doing and what's coming up and what your semester is going to look like, so you don't get to like week 8 when it starts to get really busy and kind of freak out at how much you've got going on. So yeah, I'm going to take you along with me to prepare for my semester 1. Okay, to start, I want to show you my desk setup and kind of how it's looking at the moment. Having a functional and clean and organized workspace helps me so much because it just means it's one less thing that I have to worry about. So over the past couple of weeks while I've been on holidays, I've kind of been rearranging my desk just to see kind of what's been working. I brought my desktop computer down from Sydney, and I was planning to use this as kind of a monitor where I can connect my laptop to this by a cord, but I only just realized that they're actually not compatible to kind of like screen share, so that's kind of annoying, but I'm still going to use this. I can even just get my lectures up here because it works fine and it connects to internet and everything, so I can pull my lectures up on there and then write all my notes on my laptop. But before, that was in the middle of my desk, and I think it looks better, but functionality wise probably makes more sense to have it over there. And then I got this desk stand from IKEA, which I wasn't using in the old desk setup when this was in the middle, but if I'm going to use my laptop here, it means that it sits at my eye level when it's just lifted off a little bit, and then I can also slide my keyboard and mouse under there. Last year I decided to look into getting an external keyboard and mouse for my laptop because I do a lot of essay writing and report writing, and I have had a couple of people ask me what external keyboards I would recommend, and I have to say I did a lot of research last year, and I ended up settling on getting an Apple keyboard and mouse, and I just got it from eBay, and I probably would recommend that one for compatibility, and also I'm personally used to typing with an Apple keyboard, but yeah, I didn't have any luck otherwise with finding cheaper kind of alternatives. But yeah, that's my keyboard situation. I do have this pencil holder at the moment on my desk, and I mentioned in my move-in vlog that I bought the Alex desk from IKEA, and it's a bit wider. I'm often typing at my computer and then writing as well, so having space depth ways, sorry, not wider, deeper, as in comes out from the wall more, has been really good because I just don't feel claustrophobic at this desk. Another thing that I've been doing is pairing my wardrobe for uni. Because we haven't been on campus in a long time, I was there kind of a little bit at the start of last year, but I've been looking through my wardrobe and trying to suss out kind of outfit ideas and what I can wear. I noticed that I have heaps of like loungewear and like casual stuff that I wore around college and that I could just kind of like wear at home when I was doing my classes online, but I definitely need to up my uni wardrobe. So I chose some pieces from Princess Polly actually to help with that, and I thought I would show you guys those ones. So the first one is this dress that I've been wearing in this video. This is the organic cotton classic mini dress, and it is so comfy. I've been sitting in it all morning. Such a nice material, stretchy, fits really nicely, and it's not too short as well, which is good for uni. Also so simple that I can dress it up. I can put like a blazer over it. I can wear it with sneakers or sandals or like little heels. I was thinking as well, I could even put like a little jumper kind of thing over it. Actually, let me show you. I can kind of turn it into a mini skirt, kind of like this. This is the Innerbloom jumper in dark green, which I also love. This is probably my favorite thing that I got. I have been wearing this for the past few days. I feel like I just haven't taken it off because it goes with everything. I have been able to make so many outfits out of this with my black pants, my denim pants. I have a white skirt, which I'll show you in a second. It's such a good basic top to have. So this is outfit number one. I've also been pairing this jumper with this midi skirt. It is the Tanna midi skirt in cream, so it's kind of like a bit of an off-white. I am so obsessed with it. I've wanted a long kind of nice fitting skirt for so long, and this fabric is just so nice to feel. It just fits so well. The skirt is amazing too because you can wear it with anything. Obviously I'm wearing it with a jumper right now, which makes it super good for winter, but I also was wearing it the other day with kind of like a tight shirt, which kind of dressed it up a little bit and made it more kind of summery. And then even for uni, I would probably just wear this with like a simple, even black tee. Obviously you don't need to dress up a whole heap for uni, so when I was picking out pieces for the purpose of wearing them to uni, I wanted stuff that I could dress down while also feeling just nice, which is exactly what this skirt does. So there is another outfit. Okay, the next piece that I got is this white shirt. It is the Adalia shirt. Again, one of probably the most versatile pieces that you can get, which is what we love. We love pieces that will work with a heap of stuff. So I just paired it with these Princess Polly shorts just to kind of show you. That's how long it is untucked, which still looks so cool. Even kind of just tucking one side in or kind of playing around with how it hangs out. It looks awesome with jeans, but also would be so good as just kind of like a throw over going to the beach. And it does come with a matching bralette as well. So if you wanted to kind of wear it a bit more open, it has a matching bralette with matching fabric, which is so cute. So yeah, I'm actually very keen to try and style this one a bit more and wear it to uni, but also dress it down because I don't want it to look too formal at uni and too business-like, which it definitely won't if I kind of style it in the right way. Okay, the final piece, this is not for uni, but I could not help myself when I saw it. I am obsessed with the color kind of blocking pattern at the moment, and I also love these colors. If you don't know, I love pink, and I also just love this orange. I don't really have much orange kind of in my wardrobe, so I could not resist getting this dress. This is the Sienna midi dress. I wore it out a few nights ago and it is so comfy. I feel like sometimes with mini dresses you can kind of spend the whole night like pulling it up or pulling it down or like fidgeting kind of with it, but this one was so comfy. I got so many compliments on it. I think this is my favorite kind of going out dress at the moment. I could not wait to wear it. I literally wore it out the first day that I got it, so I do have a code for you guys if you want to level up your uni wardrobe or your wardrobe in general for that matter. My code is Taila W20. That's Taila W20 for 20% off at Princess Polly. Thank you so much to Princess Polly for sending me these gorgeous pieces, and get shopping. The next thing I'm going to do, which you have probably seen me do in past videos or vlogs if you've watched them, but I love to do task blocking or calendar blocking or time blocking. Basically, I organize my Apple Calendar and kind of put in all the different aspects of my life into my calendar. This literally is what keeps my life together and running, and it's definitely not for everyone, and I've kind of talked about this before. You can do it on differing levels and make it work for you, but first thing I'm going to do is go through my first week of uni, because the first few weeks of uni for me is always about trying to figure out the balance of everything in my life, especially coming from holidays when you're not really doing much, to having all of these things going at once, having classes and lectures to do, and then assignments, and then a job and everything like that. So to kind of prepare for that, I'm going to do like a mock week, I guess, of my first week of uni, subject to change. Obviously, I don't know exactly what I'm doing next week, but at least if I can kind of get an idea of what I want my weeks to start to look like, what kind of routine I want to get into. I also find that if I want to implement some habits into my semester, for example, waking up at 8 a.m, I need to start doing it in week 1, because it's very easy to get into a routine of not doing it and then make excuses, and then by the time it's like week 4 or 5, you're kind of over it and you don't really have the motivation to set those habits into place. So I'm going to do that now. I do have other videos on time blocking and kind of the whole process of that, which I can link if you want to go and look at them. Okay, so this is what I kind of came up with. This is super rough and super ideal, but it's more just kind of about looking at what routine I want to have when I want to do my work, when I'm going to be at uni, when I've got other stuff going on. For example, I've kind of put in the morning that I want to wake up at 8, and then at 8:30 start a power hour, which I actually talked about in another video, which was my Notion setup video. So I'm not going to go through that again, but I highly recommend going and checking out that video, because let me kind of show you. You might find it kind of a really helpful idea and something that you might want to implement into your routine. And I'll go through that again in another video once I've actually started using it in my day-to-day. But yeah, for example, like I've got that kind of morning routine going on. I put in lunches. I often like to do exercise after lunch or after a break in the afternoon, even maybe a bit later at around 3. I find that it's a really good break for me in that afternoon kind of slump. It's a good way for me to clear my head and then come back and do more work before dinner. I've obviously put my classes in here as well, which is the first thing that I did, and I already had them in there. As you can see, I don't have many classes going on. I'm very lucky. These are just my practicals and the classes that I need to be actually in, and then the lectures I can do online, so I've kind of just scheduled them in, do them in my own time. But you'll see in a second, I need to actually go and figure out how many lectures I have in a week and how much time each is going to take, and then I'll come back to this and actually kind of specify what lecture I'm going to do and how long it's going to take me, but just for the general idea. So yeah, this is just kind of a way for me to kind of look at what I want my week to look like, and this changes every single week. Let me show you what it used to look like. This is kind of what a normal week will look like. With it has the same kind of structure as like in most weeks. It's got the same kind of idea, like lunch at 12 every day kind of thing, but obviously there's just variance within the weeks depending on what tasks I've got to do, depending on what I've got on. So the other things that I want to do today, I want to make a semester kind of calendar that I want to print out, and I'm going to put it here in this little space, empty space that I have above my desk, but I'm going to have to make my own because I want it to be very specific looking and a specific size, and then I can put all of my assessment due dates on that. I also want to create a digital list of my assessments for the semester, and I'm just going to do that on Notion, just so I have them in there and I can kind of see like them in a list format. I want to go through and write down all of the weekly tasks that I have to do for each subject. For example, like lectures, and if I have to do like weekly quizzes. I think that's kind of all that I'm going to do today. I also forgot to mention earlier in the video that I actually have a quite detailed video from last year on how to set up for a new semester at uni. This kind of video is more like a casual kind of vlog. I'm just taking you through it, but the other one takes you through step by step exactly what I do, and it takes you through how to create like a massive task list in Notion. So I actually highly recommend that video if you're looking for something more step by step kind of guide tutorial. I also forgot to mention earlier that I'm actually not going to be using a diary this year. I think I've mentioned it in previous vlogs. I do my monthly planning on my Notion and my calendar. I do my weekly planning on Notion, and then I do my daily kind of to-do lists just in a random notebook. I actually find that I don't have much use for a diary. I've just never been able to find a diary that works for me. Instead, I've kind of just figured out what I do use and what does work for me over the past couple of years, and yeah, I'm just going to use my little notebook and basically just Notion and calendar to organize my life. But I'm going to make another page now, just a really simple list of my assessments, just so that I can see them in list form and see them all collated together. So I'm just going to make a little page. This is my Notion page, and I'm just going to add a page. I might actually just write it down here for now, kind of like a weekly to-do for each subject. I've had other ways of organizing all my uni stuff in the past, and I talk about this in my Notion tour. I've had like massive task lists, and they are really good, and they're a really good way to organize for assessments, but I just found that I wasn't using it. But I have talked about how I made them and how to use them in previous videos, which I will link. Okay, so now what I can do is I can go to my canvas, and I'm going to go through each subject's handbook or subject overview or kind of syllabus thing. Each subject will normally kind of upload, well, they do for me, upload like a document that has all of the information in it. It has schedules in it, the assessment dates or rough assessment dates in it. I also am going to save the like syllabus or like schedule, I guess, for what we do week to week. I used to print it and put it above my desk, but I'm not going to do that this year because we don't have a printer here, and it's fine as long as it's easy to access. I'm actually also going to make, just so I can kind of see what the dates are this semester, because I get confused. I have no idea when the dates are. So I'm just going to make a really rough semester calendar that I'm going to make pretty later. In this blurb, they say it's going to be due at the start of week 9. I have no idea when week 9 is. So I'm going to make a little calendar kind of thing. That should do for now. Very, very simple, but at least now I can look at what dates match up with what weeks. I only can access 2 of my subjects, kind of course stuff. So I've just put those 2 in. So there's one more that I need to put in. I'm only doing 3 subjects this semester. But this is kind of what it looks like, and I've sorted it by due date, so I can see that my first assessment's March 28. And then I can press add view and make it into a calendar. So yeah, I can kind of see using this like a monthly overview of what I've got coming up, which is really handy. And then I've just kind of gone down. This is not looking very nice. Let me make this smaller. This is basically all the information that I could get so far. Just like how many lectures I have for each subject. I'm not going to put the assessment due dates in this. I'm going to handwrite it in because it might change, and it also just might look nicer if I handwrite it. But what I'm going to do is go through and fill this out, like fill out all the dates, and then kind of make it look a lot nicer. Then I'll print it out the same size as these and stick it there, and hopefully it'll look nice. I'm going to do that probably next week when I go to uni and can print it out at the uni. I honestly can't really be bothered to make it today. I'm not feeling very creative. I have lots to do today. But that's the start of my semester calendar. That's basically it, to be honest, for now. That's kind of as much as I need to do and kind of as much as I should do before uni. I never kind of start on my readings or anything before uni. Like, I'm still in holidays, so I'm not that prepared. But that is basically it. Again, I'm going to plug the video that I made last year, which goes through a bit more stuff, kind of in like a detailed way, including like Google Chrome and OneNote. Thank you so much for watching today. Hopefully you feel inspired to get prepared and ready for your semester. Make sure you are subscribed for all the vlogs and other uni content coming up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!